Hey everybody, and welcome to video 1, episode 1, whatever you want to call it, number 1 of this little thing that I'm calling In Search of Flavor. In Search of Flavor is where we, you and me, are going to scan the culinary landscape looking for stuff that's good to eat. Sometimes we're going to make it here in my kitchen, which will be fun, and other times we're going to venture out onto the road and be like, hey, got anything good to eat? And walking down the road. So we're going to do both things, here and out there, looking for good stuff to eat. But before we get to today's dish, how about we roll the funky intro? So today we are going to keep it simple yet tasty. We are going to look at a dish that you can eat any time of day, any day of the week, any week of the year. This is a dish that some people believe is as American as the flag. Apple pie, baseball, all those things rolled into one. It's a dish that is packed with culinary goodness. And you're saying, oh, what is this magical dish, Alex? What could it possibly be? And I would say to you, dear viewer, it is bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs, baby. Bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs is simple. Yes, I think you'll agree. But when done well, packs a punch in the flavor department. So that's what we're going to make today. Sorry, had to go let out my dog. Bacon and eggs is one of those dishes on the culinary map that spans all socioeconomic boundaries. It's eaten by the rich. It is eaten by the poor. Bacon and eggs has been eaten by politicians. It's been eaten by famous actors and actresses and kings and queens across the globe.
Priscilla, I'm gonna need me some bacon and eggs and Demerol after the show.
Bacon and eggs was a staple in my house growing up. I have fond memories of lying there on a Saturday morning, sleeping, and waking up to the smell of bacon wafting through the house. Now, I love when things waft through my house. Why not have them waft through yours and make some bacon and eggs? But before we do that, what do we really know about bacon and eggs? What is this dish that is a staple of the American diet? Where did it come from? Humble beginnings, affluent beginnings? Did it have famous parents? Where did it come from? I think it's time for some fun food facts.
Fun food facts with Mom!
Oh, bacon and eggs, you say? Oh, it's funny. Oh, easy, Fluffy. It's funny you mentioned bacon and eggs. I was just reading about bacon and eggs with Fluffy this morning before I took my nap. It turns out that back in the 1920s, this company by the name of the Beechnut Company, easy, Fluffy, the Beechnut Company sold gum as well as pork products, and they wanted to increase consumer demand for pork. So they turned to this man named Edward Bernays, no relation to the sauce, mind you, no relation. They turned to this man who was the nephew of Sigmund Freud, by the way, and they said to him, listen, we would like to sell more pork. So Mr. Bernays went to his internal doctor and said, Doc, could you please go and do a study to see if a healthier breakfast made up of bacon and eggs would be helpful to the American people in their diet? So the doctor, knowing where his bread was buttered, wink, wink, just went and did the study and came back and said, oh yes, indeed, a heavier breakfast made up of bacon and eggs would be healthy for the American people. The doctor then published this work to 5,000 of his friends, and it ended up in newspapers and magazines across the country, and bacon and eggs was born and is now a staple of the American diet. Ah, bacon and eggs! Easy, Fluffy! Back to my nap. Thanks, Mom. So, bacon and eggs. Have you ever noticed, if you order bacon and eggs in a diner or a restaurant, that when they deliver the plate to you and the food is looking up at you with all of its luscious goodness, that you have your eggs and your bacon, Canadian bacon, some toast, maybe some potatoes, and they're all separate. That's not how I make bacon and eggs, baby. We do stacking here, badass stacking. That way you get a little bit of everything in every bite without having to do an assembly line on your plate. Why go to a restaurant if I need to work? If I wanted to work at a restaurant, right? Am I right? Anyway, let's get started on bacon and eggs. I'm going to show you how to make it in my kitchen with my cookware. Let's go. So, in order to prepare for our trip to Flavortown with bacon and eggs, we need to assemble our ingredients. So, here in the old refridge, I need eggs, because we're making bacon and eggs. I need butter. I need, and you can use this or not, some people like it, some people don't. I like ketchup on my eggs. Not everybody does, but do as you see fit. I also am going to need English muffins. I like to use English muffins for the base of my bacon and eggs. You can use toast if you like, but I just like English muffins. These are the smaller ones. They do have the larger sandwich size ones, which are really good, but we'll go with these. And I need American cheese. I like to use American cheese. You could use other kinds of cheese as well, or no cheese at all if you don't like cheese. I use Canadian bacon and some thick cut bacon. Let's get started because I'm hungry. For the cookware we need to make our bacon and eggs, I use a small pan for my eggs and I use a larger pan for my bacon. If you prefer, you could use a griddle or you could even use one pan. I just prefer to use two. Just one thing to note as you're making your bacon and eggs, the sequence in which you do things does matter for this dish. So you want to make sure you get your bacon and your toast done before your eggs are complete. Because if your eggs are done before you have anywhere to put them, that is a one-way ticket to Sorryville. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's get cooking, shall we? Okay, with my English muffin done, I am going to butter it liberally. If you like ketchup, this is where you'd add it. I like to use one piece of cheese on my bacon and eggs. What I do is just take the piece of cheese, break it in half, put one half on each side of the English muffin, and give ourselves a platform for our Canadian bacon, which gets heated up and put right on top of these guys so it melts. That gives us a great platform for our eggs, so let's go finish up the eggs. So there we have our finished dish of bacon and eggs. Not too bad, right? Once you start cooking it, it goes quick. Why don't we go ahead and give it a try? Here we go. First bite's always the best. You'll notice that with our stacking method, we have a little bit of everything in each bite without any assembly. We just take a slice, we just take a quick slice of it and augment it with the bacon and we're good to go. You know what this desperately needs? Is a cup of coffee. Coffee coming up. So there you have it. Simple, flavorful bacon and eggs. I think you would have to agree this dish delivers in the flavor department in spades. We made bacon and eggs. We ventured into the land of bacon and eggs. We survived. We scouted the territory. We came back and we made it ourselves. And now you are armed with the knowledge to stack your bacon and eggs for badass bacon and eggs in your kitchen. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, there's a thumbs up thing down there. Why don't you click it? If you really liked it or you want to see more of these videos, subscribe. After all, come on. Subscribing is the way to go, right? Don't we all want to subscribe to all these videos? They're really fun to watch. So go ahead and give me a subscribe if you liked it. That way you get notified of the new stuff as it comes out. And we are going to have new stuff coming out. More dishes, more food, more tasty goodness all around. So it'll be fun for all. So until next time, I'll be here in the kitchen making food that's tasty to eat. And I'll see you in the next video. You know, Bob, it would be good if when we went to you, you were awake.
Oh,
Sleeping's
shut up,
not
you
all
bum.
that helpful.
What is this thing you're doing anyway? Have you never heard of the Food Network? Easy, Fluffy. Have you never heard of the Food Network? What are you doing with these videos? Can't you do something else? What is with the videos? How come I gotta be involved? Fluffy should attack you. Get it!